Click Dork back again, and today, my friends, I'm bringing you Dork Cast episode number 41 right here from my data cathedrals in always sunny Gainesville, Georgia. If you're wondering why I've got on these gloves, it's because my topic today is gardening. That's right, it's summer. We're all out in the garden. Man, I got my pruners with me. I've got my signs to mark my new plants. And when I put them in my bed, it's going to be a great, great show. I've got a friend with me. He works with me. His name is Clever Anjos. And Clever, I've got here as a title for you that you're an accelerator. What does that
Yeah.
mean, man?
Oh, thank you for having me today, Dalton. Yeah, I'm accelerator because I work for companies to help them to accelerate the outcomes from the data that they have on their company. So I'm a solution architect here at Qlik, and it's an honor to be here today in your Doorcast.
Dude, I love that title, man. And as a data cathedral architect, I always
Yeah,
respect
it's
people that are thinking it through. And I've got my gloves because my generative AI scheduler said that you've planted something new. I'd love to hear about it, man.
yes, I did, but it's slightly different garden we're talking about this today.
It's not the glove type of
Um,
garden?
no, no.
Ah,
Keep
shoot.
keep it on your desk for a while. For those familiars with Qlik ecosystem in the last 10 years, maybe, there was a website called Garden
Right.
where all the Qlik developers they used to publish extensions
So by
and
click developers, you mean really smart people from all over the world that were
access.
super creative about how they could visualize data or extend the data or track tasks with the data. Those type of brilliant minds shared
Exactly.
their stuff. Is that the garden you're talking
Exactly.
about?
It was a collaborative uh, website where you can develop Qlik extensions, Qlik View or Qlik Sense extensions, published there, and everybody could download the extensions and use, including I have some success story. I developed a word cloud extension 9 years ago.
Dude, and I love word clouds.
Yeah, it was a, how can I say it? I was playing with the new extension for Qlik Sense, and I published it on Garden. And in the very first weekend, more than 100 downloads.
Wow.
Yeah. And now it's the acceptance was so good that it was incorporated in the product. If you see the word cloud on your Qlik Sense, the very first version, it was developed by me, but it's being maintained now by Qlik.
That
And
is
now,
fantastic. And dude, I use that word cloud all the time. I've done a lot of
oh,
videos
great to hear
showing
that.
off that word cloud.
Great to hear that.
I owe all the praise to you then.
Oh, thank you.
So
There's a
what
new
have you
garden.
planted? Okay.
Yeah.
Where
And
where would somebody go for this new garden, man?
it's is it possible to share my screen
You can
here?
share your screen.
So you just need to go to regarden.io.
Pretty easy.
Yeah, pretty simple. So I launched, I was playing with some APIs
Okay.
that, and I create a new extension and I just published it. It's called vector search. Do you know what is a vector search, a vector index,
So
Donald?
you're not searching for victors like people's names in a list of customers. You're talking about
Sorry?
vectors like large language models and embedding.
We're gonna touch that landscape in a few minutes.
Dude,
What you see
you
here is
are
a
on the
Qlik Sense
leading edge,
dashboard.
my friend.
Yeah. I imported some movies from IMDb database, right?
Okay.
So you can apply, create any objects, of course, dashboards or whatever. And Qlik, of course, is amazing for the searching capability. So if I search for war, for example, we know that Qlik is able to identify in all the fields in a data model
Oh, okay.
and search for war, right?
Yep.
But let's consider that I want, for example, some stupid like war movies that has a dog.
I love dogs, dude.
Dogs wouldn't participate in wars, right? Because
No,
we love them. Yeah. So Qlik Sense is awesome. The search capability is awesome, but it's not able to answer that question, right? Because maybe it's not dog, but it's a puppy or it's a dog name, something like that. So we need to add something more intelligent, right?
that's crazy,
And
man.
I worked this week to create is this. Let me navigate to the next. Oops, no, it's here. It's here. My new sheet. My section expired. Yeah, no, yeah, oh, yeah. So do you see on my left side, my right side here?
Yep,
Vector
it
searching.
looks like an input box.
Yes. So let's try war movies with a dog. I would like to have something that I can hit the search, something that understands my data and able to select all the movies in my data model
Okay.
that are similar to this, based on the plot or the title, anything in my data model. Okay, so when I hit the vector search, yeah, my extension now selected a boy, a girl, and a dog movie, a dog with the regiment, and regiment refers to a war,
Yep.
at war with an army, dog tags, something like that. So I was able to apply a selection for my data model based on similar words. Yeah.
Okay.
So how is this works under the hood? So I have a Qlik app
Right.
that sends a prompt or a query to
And
a
that
model.
prompt or that query is going through your extension.
Yes.
Okay.
The extension handles this complexity. In my case here, I'm talking to Databricks, but this might be anything that exposes a REST API, right?
So
So
you're saying
Snowflake
that
or
for
Cortex or Gemini, whatever.
so customers could go use any large language model system that they're using that has an API, whatever model they want to bring to the table that they use for embedding, however they may do that,
Yeah,
they're still able to use your extension and then just point
sure.
to their API.
Exactly.
So they don't got to use Clever Anjos version 1.01.11111 of an embedding model. They just do it whatever their data science team does.
Exactly.
Dude,
So this
that's
is
kind of a
how
good
this works.
idea.
Do you know how one embedding model works?
Not really, man. I
Mm.
think you need to help me here.
Oh,
Dude, I'm the guy that brought gloves to the party.
okay. I created a very simple app here. Let's start for level 101. Yeah, we are in the kindergarten. Let's
Okay.
suppose a population that has a language that
Yep.
has only two tokens, apples and bananas.
Okay.
I have three kids, so I hear that song the whole day. So if I want to write a phrase, I need to write apple, apple, or apple, 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 bananas, anything. Yeah. So my whole language has only two tokens, apples
Okay.
and bananas.
Makes sense.
In that very simple data model, we're gonna create two indexes: how many apples and how many bananas we have in our model,
Okay.
right? So if I write a lot of terms, a lot of phrases, if I want to embed them, I just need to calculate in my very simple model how many bananas, how many tokens banana are in the phrase, and how many tokens. If you
So it
see here,
basically,
we have a lot. For example, this phrase, apple, 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 bananas, 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 is 3 3 because it contains 3 bananas and 3 apples. This
so
one,
saying your
bananas, bananas,
vector,
bananas, it's 5 0 5. No apples, 5 bananas.
saying that the embedding really converts the language to just numeric.
In numbers. Exactly.
Computers
So
are really good with numbers.
yeah, if you want to, if I want to create a search, I have a new phrase that
Okay.
I need to identify. My model needs to, for example, isolate two closest values to my model.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So the context is we have text and we have embedding model that
Okay.
converts the embedding model in numbers.
All
It's
right.
called vector because it's a sequence of numbers.
That all makes sense.
Correct? Makes sense. So a vector index, of course, we have a language that has thousands of tokens. We have Dalton, we have Clever, we have Angels. Yeah, we have a lot of strings, right?
Right.
So instead of just 2 tokens, we have thousands. And we need to convert every chunk of text into a number. So this is how it's created under the hood, right?
Okay.
We parse the text, the embedded model generates a huge list of numbers, right? And that list is stored in a database.
Yep.
If you're using Databricks, let me zoom a little bit. So do you see the embedding? So I created one embedding with the plot, director, title, actors,
Okay.
a huge text, and Databricks convert this for me into a huge array of the strings. This is exactly what we call a vector index, which is
Right.
it's an endpoint that
Okay.
my extension can call, right?
Yep. Okay.
Pretty simple. And let me show you. So the extension, you just need to configure your endpoint, right? Which dimension you want to apply the selection. I want to search for movies, or I want to search for customers. I want to select products, whatever makes sense.
Makes
Right?
sense.
And I added, in my case, a variance available because I need to add a limit in how close I want to be from my text.
Okay.
Usually, this number is between 0 to 1, where 1 is exactly the same text, 0 is no correlation, and something between 0.5, 0.7 is something close to the value you want to identify.
So the lower the value, it would be like finding a cat because it has hair like a dog.
Yeah.
But that we don't want to include that one.
Exactly.
Okay.
All intelligence, though, is provided by your embedded
Yep.
model, right? All the power is this. This guy is the most important here.
Yep.
The guy that can convert text in
numbers.
a huge array of numbers. And all the providers, they have different models. I guess it's out of the scope of our chat today to discuss the best model. I'm not discussing what is the best model here. There is 1,000 of models out there that can be used.
But if I understood you correctly, and I'm going to hold you to this because people are watching, buddy, you don't care what the model is. So if tomorrow Sally Sue says, I've got a brand new model, I want to use it for embedding because it's a million times better, you're like, fine. You just give me the API to call the vector that you've already created.
Exactly.
Now, how do you turn around and take the results back from it and then make those filter selections? How did you tie those two things together?
Yeah, it's a Qlik Sense extension, right? Let me show you. Where's my Visual Studio Code? It's here. So the vector search.
We're going deep today.
I'm a nerd, you know.
A nerd and a dork get together in a garden.
What
could happen?
So we send the prompt and the variance to the endpoint.
Okay.
The endpoint returns to me a list of the movies that corresponds to my prompt. And based on the return, I just split and use the Qlik API to select the values. It's pretty simple. We push the query, the prompt, get the results, and apply a selection to the field.
So that's pretty crazy.
Let me show you on the Databricks side. So we can take a look together how it works, right? So this was created by me. This is the index
Okay.
that I was showing, you know.
So you ran it through some embedding model for Databricks.
Exactly. I created using the model Databricks BGE version 1.5, right?
Okay.
But you may use
You can
anything
change it
that
at
makes
any
sense.
point.
So this is the vector number that I show you.
Okay, right. Yep.
Apples and bananas is just like X and Y.
Sure.
Sorry. But
Yep.
here we have, I guess, 1,000. Yeah.
Nice.
So, and Databricks this is exposed as an index, right?
Okay.
Let's
Yep.
consider, for example, let me boost the movies, this title, where my query is war movies. Yeah, so. Well, oh, I need to send the request. So this is the result. I get the results. I check. Do you remember that I said I only want values above the threshold?
Right.
So the war games is 0.66.
Okay.
Battle, let's consider 30, 30, 35 results. Yeah. So it's ordered. So you can, men in war is 0.62. The guns of August is 0.63. So that value, you can configure how close you want to be from the result.
Okay.
I just get those values and apply the selection to my Qlik Sense app.
Nice. Nice. So for those who would want to go to regarden.io and they find your vector search, you've already showed the code. So they would download a zip file, install the extension. You've already basically showed it's not just magic that you've encapsulated. We're not pretending. Like I saw a guy yesterday on LinkedIn who pretended he had a 5-dimensional pie chart that gave back rubs. I knew that thing wasn't for real, but it looked
Okay.
really good. It showed well, but I knew it wasn't real. This is the real deal. And like I say, if Sally Sue tomorrow says, I don't like that BGE 5.1, there's a 5.0000157 that's much, much better. And that's the model they use. They just pull that endpoint right out of their vendor.
Yeah. And in the future, even if the data is new, right? Do you know that Qlik just launched the vector search capability creation on Qlik Cloud?
I do. And we'll
Yeah,
probably
it
have
was
to talk
launched
about that.
2 weeks ago, right?
Yep.
Now, Qlik Talent Cloud creates the vector search for the customers.
Yep. And we'll probably have a talk about that one, man, because that's some
Yeah.
cool stuff too. But dude, I really had fun, but I got to get back to my garden for real, man. This stuff
Okay,
ain't
enjoy.
gonna
But
plant
isn't it too hot in Gainesville today?
it.
Because here in Florida is, oh, we almost 90 degrees here now.
Yeah, it is way hot, but that's how I keep my slender little figure, and I've got my bow tie to wipe my sweat off my eye.
Okay.
Clever, thank you so much for showing this. For all of you out there, as always, hope that you have a great day.